Hello, fellow peasants. So I just got a treat in the mail. This is the Ninth Gate on Blu-ray from Nova Media. Nova Media is a repackaging company. They do a little bit of transfer work, but they are mostly a repackaging company, and they are out of South Korea, and they do really good slick slip covers and things like that. So I ordered the Ninth Gate, which is my favorite movie. I already own this on Blu-ray, but I really like the packaging on this, and truth be told, I'm hoping it's a different transfer than the 2009. I'm not a big fan of the 2009 Lionsgate transfer, and I don't know what master they use, but I've heard that this company sometimes will get masters from different people. I know Studio Canal also did a transfer of this film, and sometimes Nova Media will also color grade the masters they get their hands on. So I'm hoping the color grade looks better on this copy than the 2009 Blu-ray. If it doesn't, and it's the exact same, then it will be a bit of a letdown. But at the end of the day, this is my favorite movie, so I do not mind having multiple copies of it. I already own 2 DVDs and 1 Blu-ray of it, so let's dig into it here, eh? So let me cut in here. See if I can. I'm horrible at opening packages. I'm horrible at cutting things open. See if I can get up in here. Yeah, so if you guys have never ordered from here, so I didn't order direct from Nova Media, okay? I ordered from a seller on eBay. But you can get this movie direct off Nova Media. It's going to be about the same price, okay? As Nova Media, this was about $54. The shipping from South Korea was like half the cost or something. You know what I mean? It was like $20 shipping or something ridiculous. So rip this off of here. All right, here we go. We're up in it now, baby. We're up in it. We got into it finally. All right. Packaged very nice. Packaged very nice. I got the nice bubble wrap there. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's pull it out. This is a letter from the seller on eBay. Like, hey, check it out, man. Like, thanks, blah, 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 blah. Keep shopping here. So, there's the front. There's the bottom. There's the side. Here's the back. Let's tear into it here. I will be watching this transfer at some point here and letting you know what it looks like, whether or not it's the same as the 2009 Lionsgate release. You open it up, and look at that. There's the front of the case. There's the side. Here's the back. It's got some specs on here. Tells you all, all the specifications, special features, things like that. You open it up. And what do you have inside? Let me set it down real quick because there's stuff in here. So we've got cards. Very nice. Comes with some nice cards. That's cool. I'm hoping the color grading on it looks similar to what these cards are. I hope to God it doesn't look like the 2009 Blu-ray. Okay, so that's cool. Set that aside for now. Then back inside the case, we have what looks like a booklet. There's the inside of the case and the disc. So there's the disc. Very cool, very cool. Open up the book. More pictures. You know, if you are a fan of this film, I mean, and you don't own this movie on Blu-ray at all, this is definitely the one to have, I guess, because, I mean, this is way slicker than the Lionsgate 2009 packaging. I mean, in terms of packaging, this is the way to go. You know, I haven't watched the transfer yet, but just in terms of packaging, I mean, Jesus, this is so much cooler than the 2009 Blu-ray. Let's take a look here real quick. What is behind the disc? And it's just Johnny Depp's shoulder or something. It's just a continuation of the other image. So that's it, guys. That is The Ninth Gate from Nova Media. And it comes in this nice little slipcase here. I'm pretty pleased. I think it looks great. We'll see what the transfer looks like. Hopefully it is different than the 2009 Blu-ray. But hey, if you're a fan of the movie, I think the packaging is worth it if you don't already own the Blu-ray. I'll let you know here soon if you already own the Blu-ray if it's worth getting this because the picture looks different. Because the DVD of this film has a nice warm tone to it. Orangish reds, very warm, earthy tones. And then the Blu-ray came out, and it's very blue and cold and bright. And it just doesn't feel like the same movie, in my opinion. It just ruins the tone. And so I'm hoping that this looks more like the DVD, but just in 1080p. But we'll find out. Anyway, guys, let me know down in the comments below if you own this on Blu-ray, if you even own this Nova Media release. Now, it also says ARA Media. So I don't know if that's Nova's name before they became Nova Media, or that's a separate thing. But you can find this on novamedia.com. You can also buy this from a dude off of eBay. He sells them on there as well. And it came in about 2 weeks' time. So the shipping from South Korea took about 2 weeks. Not bad, not bad. All right, peasants, that's it. Peace out. Bye-bye.